Hello, we are going to discuss cycling of matter and energy. Our objective is to explain how matter and energy flows between organisms that undergo photosynthesis and cellular respiration. The different levels of organization in living systems have varying energy needs. However, they all use energy and matter found within the environment and the biotic factors in an ecosystem. The processes of photosynthesis and cellular respiration keep matter cycling and energy flowing throughout the ecosystem. Beginning with the inputs of photosynthesis, the environment is a source of water and carbon dioxide that plants use to transform into glucose and oxygen. The oxygen is then released into the environment for other organisms to breathe or use to help power cellular respiration. Additionally, the glucose produced by plants is then consumed by heterotrophs and can be broken down into ATP, water, and carbon dioxide. So we can take glucose and oxygen and break it back down. Water and carbon dioxide are eliminated from the body and then released back into the environment for plants to use for photosynthesis. The cycle continues on, transforming matter into various molecules to sustain life. Beginning with the energy from the sun, plants capture and use light energy in photosynthesis. The light energy is transformed into chemical energy in the form of glucose. This chemical energy is then used by plants and passed on to other animals as they consume plants. The process of cellular respiration will then break down the glucose to produce ATP. Organisms will then release heat to the ecosystem, which is used as thermal energy. As chemical bonds are broken and formed through chemical reactions such as photosynthesis and cellular respiration, energy can flow from autotrophs to heterotrophs and throughout the ecosystem. The processes of photosynthesis and cellular respiration both use and produce energy. The amount of energy produced is based on the amount of energy needed to break the initial bonds of the reactant compared to the amount of energy needed to form bonds of the products. In the case of photosynthesis, this reaction would be considered endergonic. An endergonic reaction requires more energy to form the bonds of products than the amount of energy needed to break the bonds of the reactants. Endergonic reactions require energy to be put into the reaction. In this case, that is light energy. Cellular respiration is considered an exergonic reaction. Exergonic reactions produce energy or require less energy to put products together compared to the amount of energy needed to break the bonds of the reactants. The cycling of matter and energy within an ecosystem is a very unique interaction. In this process, the matter moves cyclically, meaning the main elements found in cellular respiration and photosynthesis are transferred between organisms as the different cycles occur. The glucose and oxygen form photosynthesis. The glucose and oxygen from photosynthesis will be consumed during cellular respiration, and the water and carbon dioxide produced will be used by plants to make more glucose. This cycle will continue as long as organisms exist. All living things require ATP to power their cellular processes, as photosynthesis uses sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to produce glucose and oxygen. Cellular respiration then uses glucose and oxygen as reactants to produce ATP, water, and carbon dioxide. The cell then uses the ATP for energy, and plants can use the water and carbon dioxide to produce more glucose and oxygen. The reactants and products of each chemical process are cycled over and over throughout the interactions among organisms and their environments. The constant cycling of matter and flow of energy is essential to the health of individual organisms and the ecosystems they live in. Quick summary: matter and energy are neither created or destroyed. Instead, they are cycled through ecosystems with the help of cellular respiration and photosynthesis. Thanks for watching.